Welcome into the greatest post-game show on the Northwoods League Baseball Network. I'm John Kuziej, joined alongside my good friend and broadcast partner, Brendan Reilly. And Brendan, that game did not go as planned for the Huskies, but started out pretty well.
Yeah, Huskies got out to an early lead, went up 2-0 in the first inning. It was a balk from Josh Wintrob and then an Amber Voitek RBI single. Huskies were in control, then Ben Peterson started leading the ball a little bit too much over the heart of the plate. As we'll take a look at tonight's game recap, see Voitek being able to shoot it through, already up 1-0. Got the Huskies rolling. They're up 2-0. They're playing pretty well, bringing all the momentum over. In the third inning, Willmar, they're able to get one back on this RBI single. And then from there, Willmar started to flex their muscles just a little bit. It was a nice shot by Ben Peterson in that third, being able to get out of there, not giving up more runs. The bases were loaded with 2 outs, but here in this fifth inning, that's where Willmar was able to come back and take their first lead of the day.
Yeah, you mentioned the bases loaded jam that Peterson was in, but he was able to get that big punch out to put an exclamation point on his summer with Duluth. But then Duluth started to come back as Mike Bovee drilled one to the gap for a double, as Mike Bovee does. Brett Paulson was able to get to third base on that, and then they were able to tie the ball game on a wild pitch here. Brett Paulson showing the wheels, scoring easily, tie ball game. But then the Stingers, they stung back.
Yeah, Xavier Fossbender did not have the control tonight. Xavier, 35 pitches, only 14 were strikes. Here's Dre Dirksen. He gave the Stingers the lead for good with the RBI single. Richard Keel ended up plunking Asa Aubrey. And then here's where things went south. No man's land between Callan Halverson and Drew Grindal, and then the ball was thrown away. Council kept on running. The bases were already cleared, and he was going to come in to score. Made it 10-3 in favor of Willmar. Huskies didn't go away quietly, though.
No, they didn't. I mean, here you got another wild pitch from the Willmar Stingers and another run for the Huskies on an error by the Stingers. And then Callan Halverson lifts one into left field, and Asa Aubrey, same troubles as the Huskies had. And the Huskies were able to score on that one to make it 10-5, but that's pretty much where the ball game ended. But one highlight play for the Huskies, Amber Voitek with just an amazing grab.
Yeah, an absolutely amazing grab, and he was able to catch that. Then the runner on third base and Council, he ended up leaving early, according to the home plate umpire, Connor McKenzie, and that was where Al Leva started yelling. He got issued a warning, but for the Huskies, that play was great, but you take away that miscue in the sixth inning on the Brady Council pop-up, you're looking at a 6-5 game late, and that's where I think it's going to hurt the Huskies the most, because there's really one play that was the difference today. But another thing for the Huskies, out of the runs they brought in, the 5 they brought in, only one RBI run-producing hit that was recorded. That was the Amber Voitek RBI single. 3 runs came off of a balk or a wild pitch, and then Callan Halverson on the pop-up. He was able to bring in a run, but so that was an unearned run. But the Huskies at the plate today, they weren't able to come through with a big hit or string together enough hits. That's where really that's what Willmar was able to do. And then also the control got away a little bit from the bullpen once again. Ben Peterson in his final start, 5 strong innings. And you know that he's not going to be, might leave with a little bit of a sour taste in his mouth after a loss or after an outing like that where he battled for 5 innings, and then to see only giving up 3 runs, see 7 given up over in the next inning after giving away. That doesn't have to feel great.
Yeah, it won't. And it's kind of been the microcosm of the Huskies season, as they've played great baseball for the most part, but there's always been, in the losses it seems, that one half inning that just kind of derails everything.
Yeah, it's really been the story of the season, like you said, John. And for the Huskies, they now have to try to flush this one. They did it on Friday in game number 2 against La Crosse. They did it yesterday in game number 2 against St. Cloud, winning 2 one-run ball games after losing by 6 on Saturday and losing by 12 on Thursday. The Huskies now a 5-run loss. They have another shot, though, tomorrow to bounce back. Gonna need to. Eau Claire took down La Crosse earlier tonight, 7-4 down at Copeland Park. But the Huskies, we've been saying it all weekend, it's another must-win at this point.
Absolutely. We mentioned the Eau Claire La Crosse series coming into tonight's ball game and how that was huge, and how we would love to see a split more than anything so nobody can gain ground on the Huskies. And if the Huskies can get a win tomorrow against Willmar and Lacrosse can do their job against Eau Claire, well, then the Huskies are doing great.
Yeah, well, the Huskies, they need a win tomorrow. Because then you go to Mankato for 2 games. Then you host Bismarck to close things out at Wade Stadium. But the Huskies, they are going to be looking for a big bounce back tomorrow from their starting pitcher on the mound. And Ben Gurl, his last time out against Lacrosse, he ran into trouble in that first inning, gave up 7 runs. There were some miscues defensively and some walks as well. It was a rainy Thursday night, but for Ben Gurl now, has a chance to come back, be the backstop that Will McIntyre was on yesterday, and then as well as Cameron Poole on Friday night. Needs to go out, give the Huskies 5-6 innings. Huskies, one of the benefits to take away from this, you save most of your bullpen. So your bullpen should be feeling pretty good. You get the likes of Ethan Hamburg and Michael Sarhat back tomorrow. But for the Huskies, here we go. Another must-win at the Wade.
Well, you mentioned Ben Gurl in that Lacrosse game. It was rainy conditions. There was a 14-minute delay, and you got to think that played on his mind a little bit. So you hope that he can be better tomorrow against Willmar and get the Huskies that must-win ball game.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Just said it. Must-win. Ben Gurl's going to have to come out and throw like he knows how he can throw. We've seen him this season. He's been able to give decent starts, good starts, even a quality start for the Huskies. And now he's going to need it in the biggest way possible tomorrow against this Willmar Stingers team who is just looking to play spoilers, and they were that here this evening.
Well, the Stingers played spoiler here this evening. They'll look to do it again tomorrow as they are out of the playoff race at 6:35 p.m. Join us here again tomorrow for another game of Duluth Huskies baseball. Thanks for watching. You've been watching the Northwoods League Baseball Network.